Do we have time for America?
34 minutes.
That's a long reason. Theoretically, you want to start in the middle.
Okay.
Probably not. All right, go to March, right to March Majestic.
Yep. Maybe we could do it after.
Here.
Maybe we could do it after. It's just gonna be straight through.
They're still coming in the gate though. Your call.
Yeah, no, let's just go into March Majestic.
Nobody's listening to it anyway.
This is just the 8th grade?
Yeah.
In one school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know how many kids are in this grade?
I think they brought in
100
That'll be 160 something, right?
probably.
Would it be like 170?
So let's, yeah, once they all are kind of lined up, we'll start.
I don't think we're
Now
going
you
to
gotta
play
wait
this
for
a
the
billion
signal.
times, Brian. I think maybe a million.
I ordered a, like a bat signal, but
She
didn't come
said
in
somebody
time.
was going to give you a signs up, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for at Andrew and Ray. Good. All right, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3.
Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would everyone please remain standing for the national anthem? Everyone may be seated.
Thank you, Harry. Dr. Dionisio, Mrs. Fresky, colleagues, parents, family members, and guests, but most importantly, our 8th grade students. As co-principal of Henry B. Whitehorn Middle School, it is my privilege to welcome you as we honor the 173 talented, caring, and kind individuals who make up the HBW class of 2021. Before doing so, I would first like to take a moment to recognize Mrs. Yvette McNeil, who is retiring from a distinguished career, including the past 15 years as principal of HBW. Please join me in recognizing Mrs. McNeil with a round of applause. To the class of 2021. What a crazy journey this has been. You joined HBW in September 2017, nervous about the big middle school, but excited about having your own locker. You looked forward to the freedom of switching classes, but were worried about how much homework you're going to get. Despite these worries, you quickly became comfortable at HB. You enjoyed meeting new classmates from different elementary schools and realized you could handle your schoolwork. 6th grade came and you hit your stride. You'd learned the ropes and became a true middle school student. As a so-called tweener, you were growing up. You competed in the Battle of the Books competition and had fun with Owl Days. You enjoyed the relative freedom of being a 6th grader. In the blink of an eye, you were in 7th grade. The building was no longer so big. You were growing, physically, academically, socially, and emotionally. COVID hit in March and so much changed. Family living rooms turned into classrooms, and parents were tasked with becoming teacher assistants in addition to everything else on their plates. With their support, you made it here. You're a full-fledged teenager by the time your 8th grade year began this past September. Your 8th grade year was filled with schedule changes, including shifting to a rotating schedule and multiple cohort changes. Through it all, the HBW class of 2021 demonstrated tremendous focus and resilience. You did more than roll with the punches. You accepted the challenges presented to you and with the loving support of your family and the guidance of our staff, you continued growing. Over the last month, we did our best to bring this impressive class together. The outstanding outdoor concert last month felt like a taste of normal. A few weeks later, the HBW class of 2021 gathered as a whole for the first time in well over a year for the beach party bonanza. Just this past Monday, the class gathered again, this time for a day of swimming and more fun at the Verona Community Pool, and for a bagel breakfast and field day just yesterday. While the beach party bonanza and the field day and the trip to the pool may not have packed the same glamour as a typical 8th grade dance, or may not have been as exciting as an out-of-state trip to the Poconos, it was obvious this class did not actually need a fancy dance or an out-of-state field trip to enjoy itself, to appreciate one another, and to celebrate. Instead, you had a blast, just reconnecting and appreciating one another, and mostly without cell phones. This is truly a special class, and I ask that as you move on to high school, continue to support one another, help one another, be kind to one another, care for one another. It is fitting that we celebrate this morning here at Verona High School, where the vast majority of you will be spending the next 4 years of your education journey. While we are sad to see you leave HB, the reality is you've outgrown the place. You're prepared for high school, and while the road ahead of you is bound to be rocky at times, trust that you have the love and the support of your family, friends, and your school community to guide you through the next steps of your journey. I wish all of you the best of luck in high school and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the HBW class of 2021. Call your name. Thank you, and now please welcome Mrs. McNeil.
Good morning, everybody. I'm usually not nervous speaking in front of people, but knowing this is the last time, a little shaky. So I just wanted to thank Mrs. Kleineck for knowing this is going to happen to me. And she graciously wrote a poem for the 8th grade students and for me. So I'd like to read it to you. Before that, I want to say thank you to the gods that be for beautiful weather, for beautiful students, and for all beautiful days for your 8th grade events, and they weren't disappointing, and you deserved it. We all deserved to be outside with one another in the sun and having great times to make up for all of the craziness that was about a year and a half. This poem is called "This Is Not Goodbye." Thank you, Mrs. Kleineck. Life is made of moments and days and years that fly. This is the end of middle school, but this is not goodbye. This is a moment to hold gently like a flawless diamond in your fist, like a perfect summer sunrise, like a fleeting ocean mist. This beloved school of ours is much more than bricks and glass. You are the school. Even apart, you were united as a class. In truth, some days felt endless. Your eyes ached from Chromebook screens, so you had to point the webcam at the ceiling so that your sadness wasn't seen. You learned at a young age that life's a child who won't play fair, and fate's a thief of plans and dreams, but hope surround us, just like the air. Sometimes the grown-ups don't have all the answers. We're all just trying to work it out. We're trying, we are a team, you are the greatest, and we couldn't be more proud. You believed and kept on fighting, and that's not an easy thing to do, but you learned to keep on going. You found the strength that lives in you. We know your future will be bright. Use your clever mind and loving hearts. And if you've made a few mistakes, make this beginning your fresh start. This is not goodbye. It's just a moment here in time to be tangled up in memories, our lives forever intertwined. So hold this moment gently and cry if you must cry. Congratulations and best wishes. We say good luck, but not goodbye. Thank you. That's how nervous I am. I'm actually helping to present the first award. I'd like to call Mr. Gary Kistner to help me present the Barbara Kistner Award. Mrs. Barbara Kistner was a lifelong resident in Verona, attending Verona Public Schools and serving as a beloved educator for 37 years. She was foremost a social studies teacher, but because she was such a Renaissance woman, taught English, gifted and talented, our National History Day, and when I asked her years ago to teach math, she graciously said yes, but she wasn't happy about it. Mrs. Kistner wore all of these hats easily and with grace. She was a mentor to teachers and to me, teaching me all things Verona. She was also seemed to know just the right thing to do and to say when issues arose. In memory of Mrs. Kistner, HBW is awarding honors to an 8th grade student who excels in all areas of academics, particularly social studies and history, and can be called the true Renaissance man or woman. This student is kind, considerate, and trustworthy, and shows a genuine interest in their peers. They can be viewed as a mentor and a role model to fellow students, and as someone who makes good social decisions. Mr. Gary Kistner, loving husband of Mrs. Kistner and my friend, will present the Barbara Kistner Award.
Thank you. Thanks, Yvette, and congratulations. This is such a good day for me. You know, it brings up great memories. Congratulations to the 8th graders on getting through 8th grade, although I think most of you figured you'd make it this far, didn't you? Well, good, that's good. So my wife liked everything academic, and, you know, we spent a lot of times watching Jeopardy, and she would just run through the categories. And one time she gave an answer, Trebek said it wasn't the right answer. There was a commercial, they came back, and he changed his answer. So my boys and I just said, that's it, we can't play against you anymore. But anyhow, I'm sitting here thinking these 8th grade kids were probably in 2nd or 3rd grade the last time my wife taught, and same for Mrs. Lynch. So you're sitting there thinking, who is this person? I mean, it's going to be something that's ahead of you for the rest of your life as you go through to dinners and ceremonies and things. People are going to be honored, and you're going to have to just trust that people are doing the right thing. And I know we are, and I hope I keep this tradition going for a long, long time. So this year, the award goes to Luke Latson. Excuse me, Luke. They told me Luke. Hey, Jack, you want this? Come on. I can't say. No, you got to take a picture.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lorraine Lynch. I want to say thank you to all the HB Whitehorn administrators, staff, and the teachers on the Carol Lynch Award Committee, with a special shout out to Jennifer Klein-Necht, who is the chair of the committee. I'd like to thank all of them for allowing me to give you some thoughts about the Carol Lynch Award on behalf of my sister Lois and of my brother Tom, who is here with me today. My mom spent 26 very happy years serving the Verona schools as a guidance counselor and an English teacher, and also worked with Mrs. Kistner, who was a good friend of hers. They had happy years there. My mom, along with my father, Ed, were proud Verona residents for over 35 years, and they believed that Verona was a very special town, a very special place to raise children, that it was a community that valued the importance of education. Over the years that we have attended, my family has attended this ceremony to present the Carol Lynch Award. I am continually reminded that Verona continues to be that very special community and school system. It gives my family great pleasure to present a $500 award to this year's deserving recipient of the Carol Lynch Award. My brother will present the award, announce the winner.
And this year's winner is Caitlin Patricia.
Great for you.
Up next to present a special award from the New Jersey Society of Colonial Wars, Mr. Edward Horton.
Thank you for that introduction. Good morning, Principal McNeil, Principal Galbachek, 8th grade Whitehorn School students, parents, and honored guests. I'm honored to serve as the governor of the Society of Colonial Wars in the state of New Jersey. On behalf of the Society, it is my pleasure to present the Outstanding Citizenship Awards today. This award is named for the immediate past governor of our society, Charles Axel Pickel, Jr., who has presented these awards for the past 40 years. And our society has voted to make these citizenship awards a perpetual event. I'm especially pleased to present this award here at HB Whitehorn School, since my father-in-law, Frederick Rudolph, was a teacher here at this school for over 20 years. The Society of Colonial Wars, which was founded in the year 1894, is a genealogical and historical society whose members trace their ancestors to this nation's foundational colonial period dating from the establishment of Jamestown in 1607 through the Battle of Lexington and Concord in 1775. We are dedicated to the preservation of the truth of the colonial history of our state and of our country that gave birth to our great nation. This is especially important today, at a time when there are those who want to rewrite that history in order to fit their political agenda. The winners of these awards are voted upon by the teachers of HB Whitehorn, who judge the students in these 5 areas: leadership, citizenship, dependability, good character in speech and habits, and cooperation. Past recipients of these awards have gone on to attend Princeton and many other prestigious universities. So I say to the winners, With your gifts, dedication, and hard work, you can make great things happen. I am honored to present the Charles Axel Pickel New Jersey Society of Colonial Wars Outstanding Citizenship Award for a girl to Kaylin Walsh. And I'm also equally proud to present the Colonial Wars Outstanding Citizenship Award for a boy to Owen Chanana. In between, one over here.
All right, smile, guys. Ready, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take a few. All right.
Okay,
Good job.
congratulations. Okay, thank you very much. Next, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Lucille Hahula, who's going to present the Child Awards.
Good morning, 8th grade class of 2021, administration, teachers, parents, and friends. My name is Mrs. Lucille Hahula, and I'm the president of Verona Child, and I'm joined by Karen Eibold, who is our recording secretary. Verona Child is a nonprofit organization which was formed in 2007 to act as a support and information system to parents and a go-between them, the Board of Education, and administrators to help students persevere and overcome difficulties. We have been presenting this award to HBW 8th graders for about 10 years, and it is very gratifying to be able to do so. This year, we have 4 recipients who have worked hard throughout their years at HBW. They have satisfied the requirements needed to become high schoolers, have served as examples of what a middle school student should aspire to be, and most importantly, they have persevered through any challenges they faced. The recipients for the awards that are being presented today were chosen by the HBW staff and were based not only on educational advances, but the students' willingness to help and cooperate with staff and administration, and their abilities to become role models for their fellow students. I'd like to have Mrs. Eibold present the awards.
All right. Good morning. I'm just going to ask to please hold your applause until all the students' names have been called. This year, Verona Child proudly presents its Gifts Awards to Ayana Best, Ryan Gray, Isabella Medina, and Danya Hashimi Sodi.
We would now like to turn the program over to the music department, who will present the music awards.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you all today. Congratulations to the class of 2021. My name is Brian Michalowski. This is Dan Halpern and Amanda Hamilton. We are the 3 music teachers at HB Whitehorn. Over the past year, these students have experienced the power of the arts to bring people together. We've had band jams, live from home concerts, holiday specials, outdoor concerts, and even created a 5-episode TV show. You have brought positivity and creativity to the school and the Verona community.
Congratulations, class of 2021. This has been an extraordinary class of musicians. We had a difficult time with awards this year since there are so many fantastic young musicians in this grade. In addition to our 3 annual awards, we are recognizing 5 students for their outstanding commitment to music throughout their 4 years at HBW. They are Owen Chanana, Belle Lambert, Molly McCabe, Daniel Franklock, and Mari DeAndrea. Please come and accept your awards.
Thank you. The Vocal Music Award is given to students who have gone above and beyond typical expectations of chorus members here at HBW. This year, we have 2 great people who are truly deserving of the recognition. These fine students have proven to be terrific vocal musicians, leaders, and role models within the groups. They've been featured soloists, and more importantly, they're always humble, helpful, and kind. The recipients of the 2021 Vocal Music Awards are Dylan Fry and Brielle Marchese.
The Band Directors Award is presented in honor of all past and present band teachers at HBW. It's presented to a student who demonstrates excellent musicianship and generosity as demonstrated by service to the band and to the music department, and pride and dedication to the music program. The recipient of this award this year has been heavily involved in all aspects of music. He does a ton of extra performing and was even the finale of our Home for the Holidays special in December by singing and playing trumpet in the same song. He's participated in concert band, jazz band, sung in chorus, been in our musicals, and even has performed with advanced jazz bands outside of Verona. This year, the Band Directors Award goes to Mark Evans Calixte.
Pat Curcio was a band teacher at Verona High School and HBW for many years. The Pat Curcio Award is given each year to a student who demonstrates the highest level of musical performance. I'm a drummer, and throughout this year, I shared some materials with this student that I learned when I was a junior or senior in high school. I would give him something that took me a few weeks to master, and he would come back a week later playing it perfectly. Not only is this student incredibly dedicated to the craft of music, he also has an amazing positive attitude and an open mind that I'm sure will take him very far. It is my pleasure to present the Pat Curcio Award to Wesley Brown. And now we'd like to introduce Ms. Syweek to present the Yearbook Awards.
Another year has passed, and we have another amazing yearbook to remember it by. I think it's safe to say that creating a yearbook this particular year was no easy feat. Between trying to get pictures while students were virtual, events being canceled, and constant Wi-Fi issues, this year's yearbook staff faced a lot of challenges while trying to put together the pages in this book. They had to be creative, responsible, and dedicate a lot of their time. However, I think we can all say that they did an amazing job. And I know I'm grateful to have worked with such a wonderful group of students. So while looking through this yearbook, we hope that you are reminded that even though this year was strange, we all shared some incredible memories and that there's truly no place like HBW. Now let's take a few moments to recognize the yearbook staff. Caitlin Petrucia, Christopher Seapaul, Kaylin Walsh, and our editors, Maya Capello, Jordan Dunn, Belle Lambert, Jack Latson, and Nina Zavodny. Thank you for all of your hard work and dedication. It was truly a pleasure working with all of you. Now please welcome Mrs. Hanulak and Mrs. Miskinis, who are presenting the Whitehorn News Award.
Thank you. This year, Mrs. Miskinis and I would like to recognize those students who diligently worked on the school newspaper. We would like to recognize the following: Daniel Frankla, Editor-in-Chief; Ella Barchi, Sydney Fredette, Belle Lambert, Jack Latson, Molly McCabe, Charlotte North, and Kaylin Walsh. And a special thanks to all students, administrators, faculty members who helped make the Whitehorn News extraordinary this year. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Kleineck with the Messenger Awards.
Good morning. I'm here to honor the outstanding achievements of the 8th graders who contributed to the Messenger, the art and literary magazine. I encourage you all to continue creating and sharing your talents with the world. I would like to recognize the following students. And if I mispronounce your name, I'm very sorry. I know your name is special, so I'm really doing my best. Mikhail Salonon, art editor. Owen Shanana, copy editor. Camille Pajonis, an Outstanding Artist. And another outstanding artist, Nia Polari. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce the Student Council Advisors, Mrs. Albano and Mrs. Petruccia.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Carolyn Petruccia, and I'm an advisor along with Mrs. Albano for the Henry B. Whitehorn Middle School Student Council. This year was a unique one for the Student Council, and without these great council leaders and members, we wouldn't have had such a positive experience. This council was able to create an online platform through announcements, through Google Classroom to connect all the students of the entire school to share announcements, activities, and bring about school spirit at home and in the building with Spirit Days. We were able to have Google Meets after school and communicate like never before.
We wish everyone the best with their future endeavors, and we hope that you all continue to serve and contribute to the society in a positive and meaningful way. We would now like to recognize the Student Council members of the 2020-2021 school year, starting with the homeroom representatives. Jordan Dunn. Ryan Gray. Belle Lampert. Landon LaRoe. Molly McCabe. Camille Pajonis. Chris Seapal. Kieran Smith. Our 8th grade class president, Brody Sperling. Our student council recorder, Reese Loveglass. Our Student Council Vice President, Jane Sorger. And our Student Council President, Harrison Sorger. We greatly appreciate the opportunity to recognize these members and their service for the past year.
We wish the entire 8th grade class of Henry B. Whitehorn all the best going forward, and may you always have enough happiness to keep you sweet, enough trials to keep you strong, enough success to keep you eager, enough faith to give you courage, and enough determination to make every day a good day. Thank you. A round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You can sit. And now we would like to introduce Dr. Stacy Smith and Mr. Paul Michella, who will give out the scholarship awards.
All right, here we go. What a beautiful day out here. All right. Dr. Smith and I have the honor of presenting the 8th grade scholarship awards for attaining honor roll status. It takes a great deal of persistence, perseverance, and dedication to reach this level of success. We are very proud of your achievements. Please come forward when your name is called. We're going to be calling about 16 students at a time, so please hold your applause until all students have been recognized in that group. Let's start with the honor roll. The following students have earned A's and B's for their final grade during the 2020-2021 school year. Ariella Valerio, Sophie Basante, Ayana Best, Francesca Bopp, Leah Burns, Maya Capello, Jessica Carcillo, Angelina Chung, Kylie Conklin, Camila Cortez, Mari DeAndrea, Lauren DiFabrizio, Luca DiFabrizio, Marissa DiFabrizio, Mana Alessawe, and Luke Fenton. All right, let's hear it for him. Okay, here we go. Isabella Garcia, Jana Garcia, Benjamin Garnett, Daria Jebbia, Eliza Glatter, Joel Gonzalez, Ian Gottstein, Ryan Gray, Isabel Heimerly, Theo Heitzman, William Herman, Sophia Hippie, Vidarth Callum, Christian Kalbach, Kylie Kiernan, Lucia Killian, and Shayna Kogan. And now for the other side. All right, we ready? Landon Leroux, Isabella Maglafiore, Robert Marr, Aiden Main, William McGrath, Matthew McMahon, Isabella Medina, Tristan Newman, Charlotte North, Tyler O'Donnell, Aubrey Paul, Alexa Polanco, Sydney Quinn, Johnny Radouis, and Andrew Santos. And here's our last group of honor roll students. Gregory Sluck, Caleb Smith, Brody Sperling, John Stockelberg, Augustin Stocker, William Strong, Matthew Torres, Victoria Tropcheva, Jesse Wagner, William Waldron, Cameron Wardrope, Madden Williams, Catherine Wood, Nina Zavodny, Lana Zucchino, and Miriam Zikri.
Before I announce the next group, I just want to say how proud I am of each and every student sitting on this field today. They have added so much to our year and their 4 years at HB. So thank you, everybody. We're so proud of you. The following students have earned all A's for their final grades during the 2020-2021 school year. Jonah Axelrod, Ella Barchi, Kelly Barrow, Wesley Brown, Mark Evans Calix, Allison Carvalloza, sorry. Owen Chanana, Gianluca Cicchetto, Julia Dacey, Margot DaCosta, Giada Di Lorenzo, Jaden De Silva, Jordan Dunn, Emily Dimkowski, Ava Evans, and Samantha Fiorito. Our next group, Sydney Fredette, Daniel Frankla, Dylan Fry, Jacqueline Gardner, Hayden Garrett, Chloe Geeson, Lucia Grant, Jack Harmon, Donya Hashemi Sohi, Molly Hayter, Danielle Imbriano, Riley Kenrick, Isabella Lambert, Jack Latson, Reese Luftglass, and Zia Mahmood. I have two more. Our third group, Joseph Manganello, Brielle Marchese, Molly McCabe, Sadie McMahon, David Magala, Lily Knockbauer, Maeve Knockbauer, Victoria Nijelik, Angelina Odell, Frank Ori, Camille Pajonas, Vincenza Palma, Caitlin Petrucia, Jackson Pope, Matthew Raff, and Samantha Rapoli. And our final group of all A's, Ariana Ritchie, William Rice, Ella Romanishin, Mason Rossi, McCall Salinon, Amy Sandoval, Ella Scipione, Angeli Sin, Kieran Smith, Harrison Harry Sorger, Jane Sorger, Pedro Trinidad Ruiz, Caitlin Walsh, Yanni Otis, Jessica Yu, and Nathaniel Zimmer.
I always feel like this next award is an achievement that almost like blows my mind to think about how much dedication it needs to get to this point. The following students have earned all A's for all 4 marking periods for all 4 years at HBW. Just a tremendous amount of dedication to your academic life. So let's get to those folks, and you're going to come to the front here, all right? Allison Carvalhoza. Owen Chanana. Sydney Fredette. Jacqueline Gardner. Danielle Imbriano. Lily Knockbauer. Caitlin Petrucia. And Kaylin Walsh. All right, let's give them all a really big round of applause. Woo! And now, the presentation of the certificates of completion.
Good morning. As they're getting ready, I just wanted to say my name is Andrea Jordan. I'm a physical education teacher, and the best part of my job is to watch these students come in as 5th graders and have the pleasure of watch them walk out as an adult in the 8th grade. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. John Paul Alfano. Jay Oriema. Jonah Axelrod. Ariella Valerio. Ella Barchi. Kelly Barrow. Sophie Basante. Ayana Best. Francesca Bopp. Connor Barshay. Isabella Bopp. Sean Brown. Wesley Brown. Leah Burns. Lily Calamita. Mark Evans Calix. Maya Capello. Jessica Carcillo. Allison Carvalloza. Matea Serbo. Owen Chanana. Gianluca Chiquetto. Angelina Chung. Michael Compercio. Kylie Conklin. Marco Contorno. Camila Cortez. Mari DeAndrea. Julia Dacey. Margot DaCosta. Lauren DiFabrizio. Luca DiFabrizio. Marissa DiFabrizio. Giada DiLorenzo. Jack DeMars. Andrew DePaul. Jaden De Silva. Jordan Dunn. Emily Dimkowski. Nicholas Erico. Adam Evans. Ava Evans. Joseph Farmer. Luke Fenton. Daniel Fernandez. Jacqueline Ferrer. Dylan Filipazzo. Samantha Fiorito. Jack Flannery. Sydney Fredette. Daniel Frankla. Dylan Fry. Stephen Gaffney. Isabella Garcia. Jonna Garcia. Jacqueline Gardner. Benjamin Garnett. Hayden Garrett. Daria Jebbia. Callie Giacomazza. Chloe Geeson. Michael Gergis. Eliza Glatter. Gavin Gonch. Joel Gonzalez. Ian Gottstein. Lucia Grant. Ryan Gray. Jack Harmon. Donya Hashemi Sohi. Molly Hayter. Isabel Heimerly. Theo Heitzman. William Herman. Jessica Hernandez. Sophia Hippie. Danielle Imbriano. Vidarth Kellum. Christian Callback. Riley Kenrick. Kylie Kiernan. Lucia Killian. Shayna Kogan. Isabella Lambert. Landon LaRoe. Gabrielle Latino. Jack Latson. Julia Luch. Reese Luftglass. Isabella Magliafore. Robert Marr. Zia Mahmood. Aiden Main. Joseph Manganello. Brielle Marchese. Molly McCabe. Timothy McCole. William McGrath. Sadie McMahon. Matthew McMahon. Kamani McMillan. Isabella Medina. David Magala. Lily Knockbauer. Maeve Knockbauer. Tristan Newman. Perry Newmark. Mia Nicolato. Nia Nikolova. Victoria Najolik. Charlotte North. Angelina Odell. Tyler O'Donnell. Frank Ori. Camille Pajonis. Vincenza Palma. Aubrey Paul. Caitlin Petrucia. Alexa Polanco. Jackson Pope. Connor Potts DeMasi. Sydney Quinn. Matthew Raff. Johnny Radowis. Samantha Rapoli. Ariana Ritchie. William Rice. Dean Rizzi. Sebastian Rodriguez. Ella Romanishin. Mason Rossi. Griffin Russo. Michal Salonon. Amy Sandoval. Andrew Santos. Salvatore Santos. Ella Scipione. Christopher C. Paul. Angeli Sin. Gregory Sluck. Caleb Smith. Kieran Smith. Harrison Sorger. Jane Sorger. Brody Sperling. Wyatt Stoop. John Stockelberg. Augustin Stocker. William Strong. Veronica Thomas. Matthew Torres. Pedro Trinidad Ruiz. Victoria Trapcheva. Brooklyn Vaca. Josiah Valverde. Krishna Vaughn. Jesse Wagner. William Waldron. Kaylin Walsh. Cameron Wardrop. Madden Williams. Catherine Wood. Yanni Yaniotis. Jessica Yu. Victor Yu. Nina Zavodny. Lana Zecchino. Nathaniel Zimmer.
Would you please give a round of applause to HBW Class of 2021? This is the 15th year I've done it, and the last. Would the Class of 2021 please rise?